The Amazon rainforest is a place where the world pretends to have answers, but the truth is, this jungle is older, darker, and far more intelligent than we can comprehend. For thousands of years, explorers and scientists have tried to map this land. They returned with torn clothes and broken beliefs. Many never returned at all, because somewhere beneath those endless layers of green lies a secret civilization, a society so advanced it shouldn't exist. Tonight, we go looking for it. Darkness. A thick, suffocating green canopy blocks the sky. The air is hot and full of hidden eyes. Every echo feels like a heartbeat, and every heartbeat feels like a countdown. Welcome to the Amazon. People think this place is just trees and animals. But what if we are the intruders here? What if we are the primitive ones? There is evidence, undeniable evidence, that a powerful ancient culture once ruled this rainforest. Not small tribes, not simple villages, a city, massive, organized, engineered with intelligence that rivals the modern world. Researchers studying the soil discovered something impossible, a man-made super soil called terra preta, darker, richer, and more fertile than anything nature made. Someone here understood chemistry better than us, and they built structures that should never have survived thousands of years. But they did, hidden beneath vines, buried under mud, waiting to be found. Let me introduce you to a man who believed more than anyone else. Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett, British explorer, military officer, and a man obsessed. He wasn't chasing gold. He wasn't chasing fame. He was chasing the truth. He traveled deep into Brazil. He found roads, perfectly straight, cutting through the jungle. He found ancient artifacts made of metals we still can't identify. He found tribal stories of a forgotten city with walls that glowed in moonlight, a city they called Z, the city of knowledge, the city of the sun, the city no outsider was allowed to see. In 1925, Fawcett gathered a small team, including his own son, and he walked into the jungle. No one ever saw them again. No bones, no weapons, no clues. It was as if the jungle refused to let them leave. Scientists mocked Fawcett for decades. Ancient cities don't exist in rainforests. Jungles can't support large civilizations. It's all fantasy. But they were wrong, dead wrong, because today we have LiDAR, a technology that scans the Earth using lasers, revealing what the jungle tries to hide. And what did LiDAR find? Massive earthworks, geometric shapes carved into the ground, networks of roads, canals, bridges, as advanced as Rome or Egypt. What Fawcett risked his life to prove, modern science finally confirmed. A highly advanced civilization existed here. Millions of people, urban planning, agriculture, mathematics, possibly even astronomy and medicine beyond our understanding. So the question isn't, did they exist? The question is, where did they go? Some historians blame disease brought by colonizers. Others say war, famine, climate shift. But the tribes living here tell a very different story. They speak of the keepers, tall figures, eyes glowing like burning coals. They protect the ruins. They guard the entrances. They decide who lives and who disappears. A shaman once told a researcher, "If the forest doesn't want you, your bones will never be found." What does that mean? Is it supernatural? Or is there a tribe, untouched by time, defending their home? Because this civilization didn't fall apart slowly. It erased itself suddenly, as if running from something terrible or hiding something powerful. There is a place locals call the zone of silence. Even birds refuse to fly above it. Animals flee from it. Sound disappears. Time feels wrong. A Brazilian research team entered the area. Their watches stopped. Drones crashed. GPS failed. They walked what they thought was 15 minutes. They came out 3 hours later. Every single photo they captured turned completely black. They returned to the city. 2 members quit science forever. 1 refused to speak a single word of what they saw. What is the jungle protecting? Let's talk about the geometry here. Shapes appear again and again. Perfect circles, sacred squares, long straight lines, spiraled symbols like those used in ancient star charts. This is not nature. This is design. It means whoever built this understood cosmic alignment. They measured the earth, the stars, the seasons. Some say they may have mapped the sky more accurately than modern astronomers. But why build a civilization inside the most dangerous jungle in the world? Unless the jungle wasn't dangerous until they left. What if the danger was the very thing they were trying to contain? Some researchers think the Amazon rainforest itself is unnatural, that millions of trees were planted in patterns, almost like a planet-sized vault. That millions of trees were planted in patterns, almost like a planet-sized vault, a living wall protecting something buried below. Food for thought. The forest wasn't always here. Some areas became dense only in the last 2,000 to 3,000 years. Around the exact time this civilization vanished. Coincidence? Or a cover-up written by the earth itself? Villagers speak of creatures, not animal, not human, figures that walk silently, shadows that flicker even when there is no light, whispers in a language no one knows. Some explorers believed they were hallucinating. Others kept the truth to themselves, because some knowledge is not a gift, it is a warning. One surviving explorer once said, "The forest told us to leave. We obeyed." So, what was this civilization protecting? A gateway? A secret technology? A powerful energy source? Knowledge that would destroy us if misused? Maybe they didn't die off. Maybe they went underground. Some tunnels discovered by LiDAR run for miles, perfectly cut, walls smooth like glass, no tool marks. Nature didn't make those tunnels. Someone built them. Someone who never intended to be found. Books like The Lost City of Z by David Gran and 1491 by Charles C. Mann are finally pushing this topic into mainstream history. But there are still forces trying to silence this truth, because acknowledging advanced civilizations in the Americas means rewriting everything we were taught about human evolution, colonial history, and the origins of knowledge. Imagine being a world power and discovering you are not the first. Imagine learning that the greatest secrets of architecture, agriculture, and astronomy weren't invented in Europe or Asia, but hidden in the heart of a jungle everyone underestimated. The world isn't ready for that, and maybe that's why this lost civilization disappeared, not destroyed, but protected. So we end today with a question. If a civilization was powerful enough to engineer a rainforest, what were they afraid we might discover if their secrets ever came out? And more importantly, why does the Amazon still guard those secrets with such hunger? This jungle remembers. This jungle chooses. This jungle knows. And somewhere in its endless shadows, the keepers still watch. Their city waits, buried in silence, until the day we prove worthy or repeat history's greatest mistake.